crap. Hi.
Hello
there.
everybody. Welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza.
And Jake from State Farm.
We're back. This is episode 35. Let's get started. I'm here with Stefan and Tasha. Jigun will be on the way. Yeah.
Hi.
That's
Hello. Hi.
kind of it. So yeah, we got a couple of things to discuss today. There are a couple of news that came out over the past couple weeks. Jake and I will be reviewing a movie or show actually that that we've both seen the past year. But let's start off with something that we have been talking quite a bit about recently. No spoilers at all because Stefan still has not seen it yet. But I did confirm the other day, or the other podcast, that Sonic 4 does have a release date of 2027. We officially know when it's actually coming out, like the day and everything. March 19th,
we know the date, we know the year.
2027.
March 19th?
March 19th,
March 19th.
2027.
In
Yep.
2 years.
And there's also rumors that this movie might involve like time travel or something. So
Yeah, I can like get a little tiny little like splurge on it because hello Sonic fan. There's been rumors basically saying that there's going to be time trial things. There was a lot of concept art that came out from Sonic 3 that was basically giving a bunch of ideas on what the story was supposed to be. And because Jeff Fowler wasn't able to put that in from Sega, he's decided to put that all in for Sonic 4. So time travel is going to be the whole like main plot.
And yeah, it makes sense that time travel will be the main plot. I won't spoil Sonic 3, but Sonic 4 makes sense.
For Sonic 4, it makes sense, the whole time travel thing, because, well, it would be a best introduction to one specific character, which I'm not going to name. It's not the ones that were in Sonic 3, but like for Sonic 4, if this is time travel, then that would have the perfect setup for the next character, because I know there's going to be a 5, because Ben joked one time that there was going to be like a Sonic 10, so it's going to go for quite a while, and there's going to be a whole bunch of characters that could be introduced, but...
Now, that could be good and bad, because if they milk it too much, it might become bad, and they'll just continue making movies.
Well, that's true. I mean, I think after 3, if it's 4, the sort of hype would go down very, very quickly.
Because it might become like Fast and Furious, or they have like that 57th movie or something.
There's really that many? Damn.
And I guess, yeah, Ben Schwartz will just do this until he's 90. And speaking of, if you guys are fans of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, he's definitely sticking around for a lot longer than just Secret Wars. Apparently, according to, I don't know, a random source, I don't fucking know, just search it up. Hugh Jackman has signed a contract for Marvel to play as Wolverine for another 10 years, plus he's getting another trilogy.
Nice.
So,
trilogy?
Yep, another trilogy. So,
till you're 90.
It basically, yeah, that joke from Deadpool went from a simple, harmless joke to basically reality. I mean, Jackman's like not even close to 90. He's like 56 right now, but I think okay. If I gotta be honest, I don't like this. As much as I love Wolverine and especially Hugh Jackman, I feel like he should have just came back for Deadpool and Secret Wars, and that's it. I think his time as Wolverine should be over with, because especially since Logan was a great send-off for him, which was supposed to be a send-off, because he fucking died in the film. But then he wanted to return as Wolverine one more time for Deadpool and Wolverine. I knew one thing was going to lead to another, and considering that Deadpool was such a success, he just wanted to continue playing him more. I feel like the only thing he needs to do is just like fight the Hulk and meet with the Avengers, and that's it. He does not need another trilogy. He doesn't need like a 10-year contract. I mean, yeah, it's cool that he's in the MCU, but he kind of already got what he wanted, you know? I feel like he's just asking for more, and I feel like him and Deadpool should just be done.
There's a way to settle this, actually. Like, you can have all the movies take place before Logan and have Logan really be like the finale, if that's the way they want to.
The way they did the way they did it is that the Wolverine you see on screen is the one that we've that the fans have grown up with since 2000. That version is dead. The one from Deadpool and Wolverine is a different variant because of the multiverse and it's bullshit. Deadpool went around and found like different variants of Wolverine that could be useful because his universe was dying and he needed one variant of Wolverine. There was one he pulled that had the classic yellow and blue suit. That was the one in Deadpool and Wolverine, and that's the one that's sticking around for a lot longer. So either that's not gonna ruin Logan's death at all, but I think it's just kind of to the point where I'm like, okay, I love him. He's great. Hugh Jackman is awesome as Wolverine. I think he should be going because I think him and Deadpool shouldn't really be in any more films besides cameos. So, like, 10 years, I feel like that's just kind of going a little bit too far, and I feel like Jackman should just pass the torch to somebody else. You can't really play as one character forever, and he's played this character for 25 years now. I feel like it's time to say goodbye.
How old is he?
56.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to pull off Wolverine in his 60s.
Oh, he will. He definitely will. Because, I mean, Jackman's done it before, and he proved in Deadpool that he still got it, but I think that it's just... I don't know, he just needs to get... I think he just needs to retire. Jake, what are your thoughts on it?
Kind of differ. I kind of like that he's returning as Wolverine because I liked him in the X-Men movies and like Deadpool Wolverine. I know they're not really the same character, but I like Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine. He dies in Logan, and that's the end of the Fox universe, Logan, and I think that's a perfect send-off. Deadpool and Wolverine, I kind of want his story to continue because that's a new character that we technically got first introduced to in Deadpool and Wolverine. Like we figured out his backstory with like how he failed his universe and stuff, and I kind of feel like we should follow more with his story.
Hey, I mean, if Palpatine can die and come back, so can Wolverine.
Yeah, but that was shoehorned in. That's not really a different... That's kind of a different thing. No, it did happen. It definitely did. I'm not going to pretend it didn't, but... I'm not going to be like one of those Star Wars fans, but it just seems like Marvel's kind of at a cry for help, and it's the same reason why Robert Downey Jr. is returning, but as like their main villain. I just think they're like out of ideas, and they're like, let's just bring back the old guys, and hopefully that could lure the fans into watching more stuff.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, I could be wrong, and like, because I do see your point, Jake, because it could be like, oh, maybe this could be a good thing. Maybe, like, I'm not denying that Jackman won't pull it off. He definitely will. It's just, like, considering that he's been doing this for so long, I feel like his time should be up. But, I mean, I definitely could be wrong, and another 10 years of Wolverine could be very beneficial and great. But, I don't know. I just feel like he should just pass it to somebody else. But, that's just my thought.
Honestly, in my opinion, no, it's okay, Tasha, you can go.
No, I was just saying, it's a good thought. I mean, I don't have much or no experience, like little to no experience at all, but it's a good thing. Like, I feel like if someone has done it for so long, they know how to do it, but they shouldn't overdo it.
Yeah. So,
like, at least in my opinion, Hugh Jackman will always be my favorite Wolverine. I don't think anyone will ever be able to replace him. I'm not saying the new actors won't be good, but Hugh Jackman will always be my favorite Wolverine.
that'll go for a lot of people because, I mean, Jackman's been such a staple with, like, I think he's equivalent to Christopher Reeve's Superman, where people kind of associate Jackman with Wolverine, and like every time he's in a different piece of media, they're just not used to like him being so short, because Wolverine's supposed to be very short. He's supposed to be like, I think like 4 feet tall, I think, and Jackman's like my height. So it's like, it's weird, but he pulls it off that like it doesn't even matter. So, and don't get me wrong, like Wolverine is my boy, like he's great, but I don't know, I just feel like it should just be like a one and done thing, because Deadpool and Wolverine was great, but that it should just be that and that's it. But I don't know. My thought process could change when the years go by. But talking about something else, hold on, let me real quick find the picture, because apparently I didn't get it yet.
I was going to say, to wrap it up, I get your point, because, you know, let's say the Wolverine movies are bad, then it pretty much can ruin Wolverine's reputation if these movies end up being bad, especially when Wolverine had a good send-off.
Yeah, I agree. But let me talk about something else, because Doctor Strange had a bit of a weird, couple weeks. So Benedict Cumberbatch, the guy who plays as Doctor Strange, mentioned that he will not be in Avengers Doomsday, which got a lot of people confused. Like, why? Why is he not going to be in Doomsday? Like, does it have something to do with the end of Multiverse of Madness, where he just kind of went off somewhere with, I think, his Dormammu's daughter and stuff, and just kind of went off on his own? Or is it because of something else that we don't know about? But then Cumberbatch the other day said, "I'm an idiot. Do not believe me. I'm in Doomsday." So apparently he is now in Avengers Doomsday.
Well, ain't that something?
So, like, what? I mean, at least he admitted his mistake. But what made
fuck that up? That's my
exactly
question.
like Doctor Strange has been in all the Avengers movies since Infinity War.
He's like, I didn't know I was supposed to be in the movie.
Oh shit, I didn't sign an NDA, never mind. Yeah, I'm in the movie.
Joe, wasn't he in only one other Avengers movie after Infinity War?
Yeah, but I'm saying he's been in every Avengers movie since Infinity War, and he's been in like every major Marvel movie. Like he's been in No Way Home, he's been in like Multiverse. Okay. Like he's basically he's the Iron Man of the Multiverse saga. He's like this center part of it, besides maybe Loki.
Right.
So I think he has to be part of it. You can like not. I mean, characters like Hawkeye and like fucking who else, like She-Hulk. You can save that. You can leave She-Hulk the fuck alone. Just like throw her out for all I care. But you can leave those characters for stuff like Secret Wars. But for Doomsday, you kind of have to have them, because I mean, it just kind of seems like they need Doctor Strange to fight Doctor Doom. I mean, he's like a powerful motherfucker. He makes Thanos look like a bitch. So
the doctors clash.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And plus, since it's Robert Downey Jr., they'll probably have like maybe a cool nod. They're definitely gonna have at least one nod. I mean, if Deadpool is gonna be in the film, they're definitely gonna have at least one nod. Like, is that Iron Man? Or some shit like that. No, they're definitely gonna do that. There's no way they're not.
He's like, hey, I thought you died.
What are you talking about? You're Iron Man! Who the fuck is Iron Man?
No, he'd know who Iron Man is, but...
Actually, yeah, that's true. He would know who Iron Man is.
Dr. Doom. If he said who the fuck is Iron Man, it'd be like, really?
That is, yeah, actually, you have a good point, yeah. He probably killed him in one timeline, so... There have been a couple rumors about Doomsday, about like what could happen with Doom's introduction. I think he's showing up in Fantastic Four, but I think for Doomsday, wouldn't it be cool if he just wiped out the entire Kang dynasty, like the Kang Corps?
that is what I hope they do. Is like the King's characters that we saw at the end of Quantumania. I think they're set up to be the next bad guys, and then Doctor Doom comes in, kills all of them single-handedly to show how powerful he is. So he's
Yeah.
the newest threat and the big bad for the Avengers.
That would.
I don't think King can be the big bad anymore because of the things that were happening.
Yeah, because even if he's innocent now, I think it's too late because they already cemented that Downey Jr.'s coming back and Doctor Doom is in the film. So, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of made the call a bit early.
Yeah, but their hands were tied. So, even though recasting was right fucking there, I don't know why they have trouble recasting a black man. First Black Panther and now Kang. Like, come on, dude. That does not look good, Disney. So.
Well, we know Disney fucked up recently, so who cares?
Yeah. But
I mean, it's Disney, so.
Exactly.
They recasted Rhodey in the first Iron Man.
I don't know. That was back then, so who knows? So.
They recasted Ed Norton.
Exactly. I don't know. That's the thing. And they recasted General Ross, who's in Brave New World in like 2 fucking weeks. It's crazy. Like, what is the double standard of Marvel right now?
Like, why can they recast some characters and not other characters?
It's so stupid. Like, just recast them all for fuck's sake. Like, they're going to eventually. Like, they're gonna recast Iron Man. They're gonna recast all that. They're gonna find a Black Panther to recast before Secret Wars comes out. That's what they're doing, like, so that he could fight alongside everybody in Secret Wars. You should have fucking done that before Wakanda Forever. I don't know their logic.
Exactly, like you knew about Chadwick Bosewick's cancer diagnosis a long, long time ago.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Chadwick kept it secret from everybody.
Right, but after he passed away, couldn't they have recasted Black Panther within a couple months at the very least?
They could have, yeah, but they thought it was too late, or no, not too late, too early for that, and like they just wanted to honor Chadwick, honor him by basically, like, he asked them to recast T'Challa. He's like, I think I heard that it was either his family or himself that's like, I want T'Challa to go on, and he should go on. So
yeah, so you should fulfill his wishes.
It just makes no sense at all. And then,
but like the character, if you really think about it, he's still relatively new because he was first introduced in Civil War in 2016. We haven't been with him all that long compared to some other characters in the MCU.
Exactly.
So it would have been nice to continue the story with him a little bit more, because if you really think about it, he was only in like a few movies. Really.
We've been with Ant-Man longer than Black Panther.
Exactly.
So, like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I'll give or take like a year. But...
yeah, but like the Guardians of the Galaxy as well. They've been around since 2014, and yeah, they're not. I don't think. If I gotta be honest, I don't think the Guardians are coming back because of the whole, like, James Gunn bullshit. Which, by the way, deserved everything he got. But anyways,
wait, what happened?
I think I told you, right, that James did some tweets back then that were not nice and all that.
Oh, yeah. We don't need to get into that.
Just not nice.
That not nice, putting it lightly, you know, like he's extremely fucked up for what he did.
Saying not nice.
Yeah,
like
extremely disturbing.
Someone. Like it's worse than not nice.
Exactly, but anyways, yeah, and I can talk about that because Berg ain't here to say otherwise. But anyways, I just anyways, back onto Doctor Strange and like Doomsday and all that. I mean, it's kind of funny that Cumberbatch is like, don't listen to me, but I don't know what made him think that he wasn't part of it in the first place. Maybe he just thought like maybe because he probably didn't get the call or anything, but they are actually filming Doomsday, I think next month actually.
Maybe. I don't know if he actually, like, does he have like an agent or something that does all the scheduling?
Every actor has an agent.
Well, then maybe he just probably didn't tell him or something until like the last second or something. Like, you're in the movie. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
you're
why-
right. But I feel like they should have gotten their cast assembled pretty quickly. So, I don't know. We'll see. Like, the movie's already going to be massive, so I guess they probably just forgot about Doctor Strange, but I don't know. Either way, he's back. Cool. And speaking of returning characters, for you Scream fans out there, get ready for some
A
pretty
surprise.
crazy shit, because Matthew Lillard is returning as Stu from the first movie, and for those who've seen the first movie, that motherfucker dead.
Yeah, you want to know why he's alive, guys? Because they don't know anything about human anatomy, that's why. Usually when a TV drops on your head and electrocutes you to death, that usually means
That
your heart
usually is
died.
it.
But apparently, TV crushing your head and electricity stopping your heart equals still alive. So
I know
No,
exactly why they did
if that
this.
shit stops, you're done. There's nothing past that.
I know exactly why they did it, because fans were like, "Oh, Stu's alive!" Like, no joke, they actually thought he was alive.
yeah,
There's been
I think-
theories rolling around ever since the first movie came out.
Yeah, there have been
Oh.
theories since that first movie that Stu's alive. It's kind of like the Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord thing. How that's always kind of like been
No.
about for a
What
while,
the
but
fuck, man?
like no one believes it. It's kind of like that, but with like Stu being alive, that was always kind of circulating around. But like, you're like, but he's dead though.
I don't know. They're also bringing back a guy
I
from
would-
Scream 3 that is supposed to be dead as well. So
Someone clearly did not do their homework on their own scripts.
I would like to know the reasoning behind why people thought he was alive in the first place. Because
I don't know.
other than just I like the character, so I wanted him to come back.
No, he was my favorite character.
Oh yeah,
He was absolutely hilarious, but
I think I'm bleeding out.
I think I'm dying here, man.
I'm
But
gonna tell my parents about this. Already.
my mom and dad are gonna be mad at me.
Oh, God.
It's so fucking funny, dude. I love that character.
It's like, what's your motive? Peer pressure?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, that character is one of the best in horror
He was
history.
just mentally ill. Like the first guy was a
No, the dude's just fucking crazy. Like he's just
The dude's crazy, but the first guy was like a psychopath. Like that calm psychopath.
Oh,
guy who,
Billy.
like,
Yeah, no, he was definitely a psychopath.
but-
He was
but
he was a
Stu-
true
Stu
killer.
kinda-
The guy felt like Shaggy.
Yeah, Stu just kind of felt like he had like some mental problems. It was a little crazy, and that the other guy was kind of just using him. That's kind of what it felt like.
Right.
Because the other one felt like he was like the real villain.
Yeah, Lillard actually did play Shaggy, which is even funnier. So
I
like,
know,
it
it's
seems like
funny.
both characters are kind of similar, but like his character Purple Man said in FNAF, I always come back. So I guess he was right.
Of
Yep.
course. Of course.
Everything gets always leaked back to FNAF.
I should get someone for making that line. That was. Ugh.
But yeah,
He's like, I always come back no matter what form I take.
right. Whether it's a guy with a dog or me with a knife, I always come back. But
I
know
Typical.
Scream is top 10 on Netflix now.
oh yeah, Scream is really great.
Next
Yeah.
thing you know, they're gonna be like, hey, Matthew Lillard's coming back as Shaggy. And then
I
next
actually
thing you
hope he
know,
does. That'd be great.
Another Scooby-Doo movie with terrible CGI.
Oh, that would be fan bloody tastic.
Do we really have to be reminded of those movies?
With Sarah
That's
Michelle
not-
Gellar and what's his name, Freddie Prinze Jr. That'd be funny. I actually would kind of like that.
Why?
I don't know. I
Like a
just think
joke.
Why?
like an adult Scooby Doo movie. I think that'd be hilarious. I don't know. I just think
That would
it'd be
not
so
go down
ridiculous.
well.
The problem is they probably won't try to make it a comedy show. I think
They're gonna make it rated R. They're definitely gonna make it rated R because I heard the original movie was supposed to be rated R.
Really? How?
Have you seen Daphne?
Oh well.
Okay, wow. You can't
Okay,
use that. You can't use
we're
that.
not going there.
Joe.
We're not going there.
I blocked
No.
most of the movie out
No,
of my
no,
memory.
I'm saying like not I'm not saying that because she's hot. I'm literally saying that because she was
Uh-huh.
like half naked at one point. I think. I think she wore a bikini in the film, or like kind of like a revealing dress. You know, I'm pretty sure that happened.
Why
Is
was
this an
put that in a
appropriate
kids movie?
conversation?
I don't know, dude. It was the 2000s.
2000s are completely different to this generation, Jake. That should be easy. That should be simple math.
I know they're different, right?
Wait,
I didn't
but-
think they were that different. I thought that was more like an
Wait,
80s
but that-
or 70s
yeah, but that-
thing.
They
Yeah, but
are
that's
different.
My, that's my
End
point,
of.
though. Is the mystery gang teenagers or are they full-grown adults?
I don't. I think they are. No, I think they're
they're
teenagers.
full.
I think
Huh?
so. I think they were teenagers.
Huh.
It doesn't really matter.
So yeah,
Sure.
there is a lost rated R cut of Scooby Doo that I searched it up. There is a lost rated R cut.
Wow. Of
Of
all
course
the
there
movies,
is.
of all the movies, there has to be a rated R Scooby Doo.
Oh, and
I
guess
was thinking-
guess who was gonna release the rated R version?
Who?
James Gunn.
Oh wow, what a coincidence.
Oh wow, what a coincidence!
Yep.
You know, it would. When you were saying like rated R, I was thinking like, oh well, maybe they're actually solving a violent crime this time instead of just a guy
No.
dressed up as a ghost.
No,
or
it was gonna be
something.
sexual stuff.
Instead, let's put sexual stuff in a kids movie and not have the gore.
Dude, they've been doing that since like the 80s. Like it's no
Yeah.
surprise. But
They do that all the time in movies even nowadays.
that's true, yeah. But back onto Scream. How I think they should do it, bringing back Stu and the guy from the third movie and Billy, is show them how they killed Sydney's mother. I think that'd be a cool way to like open the film. Just have them have them kind of go back to the first movie and just show them how they killed Sydney's mother, and that'll kind of, because Sydney is in this film. She wasn't in the last one due to like her not getting enough money, but considering that the new main lead got canceled or got canned because she discussed her thoughts about Palestine, and Jenna Ortega quit
Oh.
because of it. They just decided, you know what, let's bring back Nev Campbell as Sydney, and then they decided let's bring back Stu as well and Roman as well, the guy from Scream 3. So I guess this is gonna be like a nostalgia cash grab maybe, and maybe Stu actually is alive, or maybe it's kind of like he's in her head sort of. Or it could be like how I want the movie to go, and just have the opening scene be like, just have them kill Sydney's mom in the beginning. Have them show how they killed how they killed her. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. They could go many different ways with this. So either way, I'm just like, really, you're bringing him back. You're basically you're basically letting the others know, like, yeah, your theory might be true. Stu might actually be alive, so that's kind of crazy to see. But not really surprised either, considering this is modern day Hollywood and they like to bring back older actors, so. Also, speaking of bringing in actors, I did see this one thing that said John Bernthal is joining Christopher Nolan in his new movie based on the Odyssey. Jake, have you read the Odyssey at all in high school?
I think in middle school, maybe. I think I do remember reading the Odyssey in middle school for some reason.
Stefan,
English class.
have you read it?
No.
Well, yeah, apparently that's Nolan's next movie, and the cast I saw on an Instagram post, it's kind of fucking stacked. So I'm just gonna name out the people that I recognize. Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland's fiance now, Anne Hathaway, Lupita Nyong'o, who's from Black Panther and also other things, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal, and John Leguizamo, who's Luigi.
Sounds like they got a good cast.
That is a pretty stacked cast. So, yeah, I mean, Nolan never fails. He's the GOAT. He's my favorite director. And I'm interested in seeing where this is going. And I think it might be next year that they release this. So, yeah, could be pretty good. Just a small little thing.
Oh wait, which actor was it again? Which Luigi actor?
The live action Luigi.
Oh.
Yeah, no, did I get your hopes up?
No, I just didn't hear. I just wanted to know which one you were talking about. I didn't hear that other part.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, so...
Okay.
Now let's go on to the main thing. Well, second to main thing. We're talking about our main thing after this, but Godzilla X Kong 3 is confirmed to happen.
Third one?
Yep.
They made a second one?
Yeah, they did. They made a second one last year.
They have a film series?
Yep.
Wait,
It's a
Joe,
franchise.
Oh, wow.
Wait, are you considering Godzilla versus Kong to be Godzilla X Kong 1, or are you considering like?
Yeah, that's what that's what it says, because like it's a Godzilla with Kong movie. It was them versing each other, and then now it was them working together. I don't know what this third one is, but they're clearly
they worked together at the end of the first one.
I know they did, but still, like Godzilla and Kong are coming back, and apparently they're just not gonna let them go. Apparently, I thought it was a one and done thing with verses. That's what I thought. But then they brought him back, like, okay, let's make another one, and then they're making another fucking one. Apparently, they're gonna go till like 8 or something. It's crazy. Bring in other monsters, for fuck's sake. I love King Kong and Godzilla, but there are more monsters in the Kaiju verse. Like what the fuck? I don't know any monsters, but still, like, I know there's more than the big two.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of them.
So, like, I don't know if they're just gonna be cameos or
Gigan's a
something.
cool one.
Wait, what?
Gigan's a cool one. He has
Gigan,
like
yeah. Isn't
he
Gamera
has
one of
hook-
them?
Well, he's not technically Godzilla. He has his own show. But
that's true.
Gigan had like hook hands and a saw on his stomach.
Yeah,
Saw you.
that is true. But like, it just seems like they're milking it like the MCU, sort of. It's just like,
Wow,
what the
okay.
fuck are you doing?
You know what's better than 2 Godzilla and Kong movies? A third one.
3. Let's do 3. Let's make it a trilogy. But like,
It's
what?
like-
What
it's like,
are
remember
you
the first
doing?
Godzilla? It's like, remember Godzilla 2014 that was dark and was actually kind of good? Fuck that, we're gonna make it lighthearted. More lighthearted than before.
I mean,
We're
am I
make the
gonna?
Showa era look like a horror movie or something?
Yeah. I mean, am I gonna go see it when it comes out? Yeah, because I'm a consumer and I love Big Monkey and Godzilla as well. So,
Of course,
obviously
and
I'll
of
still
course,
see
to
it.
no one's surprise. Anyway,
Exactly. Why do you think I go ooh a lot? I like monkeys.
I just thought it was a thing. No,
So
I
you like-
knew. I knew.
I was going to say, am I the only one who's a King Kong fan over Godzilla?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I
Because
do like
everyone
King
else
Kong.
just
I
went
do like-
quiet.
I mean,
So,
I like Kong too. I mean, he was actually before Godzilla. Actually, King Kong was in 1933. The first.
That is
movie,
true.
So he's technically the OG.
Hold on, when did King Kong come out? Because I think he might be public domain pretty soon.
1933, I said.
Oh, 33, you're right.
yeah, you have to listen.
I have music
Godzilla
playing in
came-
my ears.
Godzilla came out in 1954.
Alright, fair.
33. So in 2028, it will become public domain.
At least that version.
That version, yeah, but it's crazy that we're almost at that point.
Yeah, it's just a few years away.
Yeah, I mean, like, Mickey Mouse got public domain last year, and now King Kong's on the way. So
Didn't Winnie the Pooh also get public domain along
Yeah,
with the other characters?
I think that was like years ago though. So
Isn't that the reason why Blood and Honey came out?
Yeah,
probably.
and that's why they're making a Steamboat Willie horror movie.
The what?
Steamboat Willie, the original Mickey Mouse.
They're making a horror movie for Mickey Mouse?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
How the fuck? I talked about it.
kinda-
How the fuck did you know about that?
That's kind of what people do whenever like something goes into public domain. They kind of make it the most adult, inappropriate stuff as much as possible
Oh
because
my god, it's public domain horror movie.
it's crazy
That
to see
makes
these
sense.
characters.
That's the default now. It's just like, oh, is it public
Yeah.
domain? Horror movie.
It's crazy to see these characters in crazy situations after they become public domain. Like I'm excited, yet terrified of what they're going to do to Godzilla and King Kong once it becomes public domain in 2028.
Godzilla's gonna be like years from now because it's in 1954. I think it's gonna be 2049 that it'll become public domain. But yeah, I'm kind of fucking nervous too. I'm like, oh god, what are they gonna do with my boy?
Well, they can't make a Godzilla horror movie because that's kind of what some of those movies are
Godzilla
like.
kind of is a horror character.
Have
So
you seen -1? I mean,
oh dude,
you
yeah, minus
can't-
one is definitely a horror film.
like you can't. But I feel like any kid with related content that becomes public domain, they're gonna be like horror movie now.
Exactly.
AJ Gooden.
AJ Gooden.
Oh, Jay!
What's good? What's good? What's good in the East House? Song G, G, best of the
yeah.
one and only.
Hell
I
yeah.
have you.
Well, hi
Hello
there.
to you too.
Welcome on in.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
We're currently talking about there being a third Godzilla X Kong movie, so
Oh no, not this again.
yeah.
Yep, you came at the perfect time.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Obviously, I'm gonna go see it because I'm a fan of both of these guys, but really, like, come up with some other shit. Come on.
Yeah, for real. I would say one thing about the Godzilla X Kong movie. So here's the thing, guys. I mean, the thing about it is just like I really feel like the trajectory with the American westernized version of Kong and Godzilla, really Godzilla. It's just what it is, man. Like it's gonna be what it is. It's always gonna be like this superhero trope. I wouldn't say bastardization. I would say probably just like its own interpretation or adaptation of the classic Toho masterpiece. So I would just say like it's in its own tangent. I don't really feel like it's ever really gonna like adapt anything more from its Japanese origins. It's really just its own thing, and I really think that low key that Toho was probably just happy with that because the fact that the name alone and the franchise alone is thriving in its own right over there. So I don't really feel like it's gonna really like tap into like -1 territory when it comes to dynamic story or dynamic human characters and whatnot. It's just gonna be its own thing. I don't really feel like it's ever gonna like be anything bigger than that. So
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Like Legendary Pictures is just gonna run it until the well runs dry, if you would, because they've been doing this since the '90s with Godzilla, that first adaptation. I just really feel like that's just what it's gonna be, man. So it's either you like the original Toho series or you like what Legendary Pictures and what the Western Civilization has with Godzilla. That's just what this is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't really feel like I don't think that they're going to say they're gonna literally put down the hammer and say like, okay, we gotta do exactly what Toho is doing in Japan with -1, and we gotta run just like that. Like I do not see that because Americanized or Westernized Godzilla, people love it for what it is. They've been making several movies throughout the years. We're just gonna run it. It's our own Marvel project, and we're gonna keep on doing it. So that's it. I don't see it changing though. I really don't see it changing.
You do have a good point.
Yeah.
And about the Godzilla be like the Western Godzilla being more superhero like. I do notice that, but
Yeah.
the earlier Godzilla in like the Showa era was kind of superhero like for Japan. Like the early movies, he like where he was like doing crazy stuff, like flying with his atomic breath and stuff. He was kind of superhero like in some of those movies. Like they transitioned him from a villain to like a superhero. Then they're like, let's bring him back to a villain, and then they kind of flip flopped over and over again in the original series.
That is true.
I do kind of notice that as the MonsterVerse goes on, they start having less and less interesting storylines and more for the action. Like Godzilla 2014, I actually liked that when I first saw it. I'm like I was kind of disappointed that Godzilla didn't show up as much as I wanted him to, but I'm like, hey, the story's actually kind of good. But then as the series went on, I'm like, it's kind of getting less and less good. Kong Skull Island was kind of good, with its like blend of the human story with Kong and like the story behind that. But then King of the Monsters onwards, I'm like, it just doesn't feel the same. There's something about it that just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it definitely has a different feel to it. I think it's because people were kind of telling the monster, like the people who made the MonsterVerse, that we wanted more Godzilla and King Kong, because I feel like these movies are not meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I feel that. And to piggyback off of what Jake is saying, I mean, like, bro, I say this right. Godzilla 2014, I personally liked it. Despite what anyone else would say, I really feel like that's probably the closest we're ever gonna get with like an actual Toho representation of what it could be if there was a fusion with the Western and the Far East. Other than that, they went back to Godzilla being Thanos and King Kong being Captain America. I don't know. Like it is what it is. So, like, it's not even the 2014 one. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I was working at iPic movie theaters during that time, and I watched that movie like at least 3 times. So, like, as a theater usher, and even outside of my shift, I actually liked it. I loved it. But other than that, that's pretty much like what we're gonna get. I mean, like, dude, I really feel like Westernized Godzilla has been doomed to a point where it's like, okay, the '98 adaptation, which I mean, like the majority of fans really don't like that one.
Yeah.
I personally don't like that one either. I really feel like it was way too cheesy. It was stupid.
God.
Godzilla 2000 on another one. Like they were trying their best in order to go tap into this Western market with Godzilla. So, you know, with the otakus and the weeaboos trying their best, the hardest in order to make it happen here. I really feel like this is probably like their best step in, you know, with what's going on with King Kong and the King Kong films. It ran its own tangent. Godzilla films, it's been ran its own tangent. So they're just gonna make it happen, man. Like, you know, this is probably like their best bet. I mean, -1, it came here. It was sensational.
That
It was a
true.
phenomenon. But like, you know, like the big Hollywood, they got their own Godzilla. So they got their own mess that's ruining the LA Hollywood scene and their city, if you would. So
Yeah.
no pun intended, but like, you know, that's just what they want. This is what they think that we want. So what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, did you hear any news about Scream? Because we did talk about it earlier. I just want to know if you know.
I do not. What are Scream 6 now?
Scream 7.
Yeah. 7?
Matthew Lillard's returning
Oh, nice.
as Stu, the guy
As
from the first
Stu.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming back. So, even though he died from a TV, so
So they don't have any of the Wayne brothers coming back?
I don't think so. No, I haven't. I've only seen 1, 5, and 6. So
Yeah, I see. I
Um,
see.
also, I did talk about briefly that Jackman is reportedly signing on a 10-year contract and a new trilogy with Marvel for his performance as Wolverine. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay. So my thing about it, so what if I give you a hot take right now?
Mhm.
Deadpool and Wolverine, which is a fantastic film. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So
You
what
really
if
love
you think
it.
that this is like kind of like crossing the bridge with Hugh Jackman going into the Marvel universe and carving out his own path, and maybe Marvel Studios they have their own unique twist of what X Men is gonna be going forward. So they have a Hugh Jackman, right, or Wolverine from the Fox universe. All right, I'm not sure that's the official name, whatever. They coming into the Marvel universe, Disney universe, and now he's this Wolverine from the multiverse that's gonna kind of like pioneer the ship of this new X Men for Marvel Studios, right? So I really feel like that's the tone that they're gonna go with, because if you've seen the last final moments of Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah.
well, Hugh Jackman, his Wolverine character, he pretty much went on his own way, like in order to go carve out his own path in this new universe. So that's probably what it's gonna be. I personally, even though I love Hugh Jackman, he's always gonna be Wolverine to everybody, and even me. I thought the movie Marvel Studios was gonna do like a multiverse thing where they have their own Wolverine and their own unique X Men outside of the Fox films. I always thought that was gonna be the case, even when Marvel Studios started with the MCU. I thought that was going to be the case. But if he's the one and only Wolverine, kind of like how we only have the one and only Blade, there can only be one Blade, there can only be one Wolverine. He's probably going to be Wolverine and the X Men, and whatever X Men that we come across with this MCU going forward into the next phases. So I'm with it. I really feel like he's definitely gonna play like a leadership role with that, and let's just see what happens. So I'm down with it though. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's been playing the character for 25 years now. I feel like it's about time to kind of let it go and have somebody else take over, because I mean,
Yeah.
Jackman's
Yeah.
great and all. Like he could still definitely, if anything, he proved in Deadpool that he still got it. But
Yeah.
I feel like, especially considering that he's getting older, and I feel like keep in mind Hugh used to have skin cancer, so I feel like that kind of fucked him up a little bit.
Sure.
I feel like he should just pass the torch to somebody else who could equally fit the role. It's the same
Yeah.
thing like I mentioned with Black Panther. Like, they should have recasted Chadwick, and like now it's a bit too late for that. But Wolverine, like, I feel like he's like Christopher Reeve's Superman, where he left such a staple to the character that they kind of can't recast him now. But I feel like it should be Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Secret Wars, and then that's it. I feel like that would be a great send-off, because if they keep going another 10 years, Logan's gonna fade out, and I feel like it would just be even more pointless that he's coming back for another 10 years, even though he basically killed him off because he was done with the role. And now that, like, 10 years later, he's basically coming back again with another contract and another trilogy. It seems like it's kind of undoing it even more. And like that was kind of the whole purpose of Deadpool and Wolverine, is to not really undo Logan's death. And they didn't undo Logan's death. But I feel like if they continue with that, that's gonna fuck it up even more. So, and Logan will kind of be just another pointless film. So
Yeah. So yeah, that it does tarnish the great film that is Logan. So I do understand what you're saying with that. Yeah, that's just why I go back to that point, because even with Phase One, like, I had a feeling that they were gonna go tell their own unique story of the X Men, and have their own unique set cast of characters and actors and actresses.
Yeah.
So I thought that was going to be the case, like from the very beginning. But like I guess like the fanfare just prevailed, and they just want to see Hugh Jackman donning the yellow and black or yellow and blue suit once again. So I was for a brand new, fresh take on the character. I was always for it, but like like I really feel like with Deadpool 3, I don't think I just think it's too late, man. It's way too late. I don't really feel like they're gonna backpedal at this point. They're gonna run the ship dry. I mean, if Hugh Jackman needs a contract for extra cash, I think that he's loaded because he's done plenty of other terrific films over the years. I think that's I don't know, man. I mean, like I just want to go say this, bro. Like, if this is what he wants to go do, let it be. I will respect the fact that he loves the craft that is film. But like lore-wise and age-wise, I agree with what you're saying, Joe. I mean, like this should have been this should have all ended with Logan. He should have died, and that should have been the case. I really feel like, as much as I enjoyed Deadpool 3, I love that film. It was great how it came out with it creatively. But I really feel like Logan should have just been like the final lit candle.
Logan absolutely should have been the final one, and
it definitely should have been.
I think it was supposed to be at one point because Fox was shutting down and got Disney bought the rights back, but Deadpool and Wolverine was like a good epilogue to it. So I'm happy that they kind of made Deadpool and Wolverine because people were asking for these two to team up for years, like a proper team up, not like Deadpool getting his mouth sewn shut and Wolverine not having the yellow spandex. So it seems like they needed to make Deadpool 3, but that should have been a bonus thing, and that's it. So yeah, but I had a feeling Marvel was going to do this after the success of Deadpool 3. So
yeah, but I mean, how are you going to write it though? I mean, because it's okay. I mean, if it's if you're making a film that's a love letter, but you're tying it to the MCU, it has to have some type of correlation to what's going on with the phases. So it's I hear what you're saying, but I mean, if we're gonna make a Sonic Mania of a film, I mean, but you're gonna put the Marvel Studio stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put the Sega stamp on it. I'm just saying metaphorically. If you're gonna do that, then people are gonna go compare all day and all night that okay, this is part of the MCU because I love this film. I think it's part of it. I really feel like this is the best film the MCU put out. It definitely should be part of the core story. Who are you to go tell me that? You're gonna have I don't know. It could lead to a divided fanfare. So it's all right, that's happening, but at the same time, y'all need to respect where Logan was coming from. I mean, that was just a perfect film. That was such a great film. Man.
I agree.
It should have just. I'm with you, Joe, on that. Respectfully, I'm with you on that. It should have just ended there. But it's just Disney's gonna do Disney things. I mean, I really feel like it's okay, if we can give Hugh Jackman, I just really feel like a contract-wise, this man, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this because I don't want to feel ungrateful. And I really don't want to shed light on how the industry is. I really don't want to say this. So I'll just take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. Please. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not trying to upset nobody. All right? Please don't get upset with what I'm about to go say.
No, it's okay.
I really low-key, Hugh Jackman is an adult, right? We all know this.
Yeah.
And he has a family. He has people he has to go take care of. This is what he's been doing for a very long time, 20 years plus. I really feel like he probably needed this role just to help out his future generation with money and what he can get out of the industry with his legacy. So maybe that's part of it. I don't want to say that, but maybe that's part of it. And on the MCU side, with the fanfare side, I feel like just having another Wolverine just probably won't fill in the big shoe that Hugh Jackman put in as a character. So we're kind of dealing with a Kevin Conroy Batman type of effect, where it's like it's almost, even though you can replace the actor with that particular character, I just really don't feel like fill that shoes in. There's gonna be a big shoe to fill in. We're talking like a size 36, and yeah, right, and like just doing that. Who else is gonna go do it better than him? And Disney needs to sell MCU, bro. They have to do it.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. This does seem like a huge debate.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Like, they already acquired Fox. It's a done dollar with that. So it's like, okay, all right. So, bless you, by the way. Well, it's already all right. It's already done now because they already acquired Fox. So Hugh Jackman is just being the entrepreneur that he is. He's gonna go take in consideration. Okay, this happened business wise. Let me just fill in this role again, and get signed on as recast it again. This is me. This is who I am, and I'm an asset to this merger. I'm an asset to what's going on with Fox and whatever the heck Marvel got going on here right now or the future. So that's just probably what's gonna be. So who else? Who else are you gonna go cast? Who?
That is actually true.
Who are you gonna do it with? Like, you're not gonna have Pedro Pascal as Wolverine. Who?
Pascal would be a fucking weird choice.
Yeah. You're definitely not gonna do Keanu Reeves. Ooh.
Okay, Keanu Reeves, I think could pull it off. I actually think Keanu probably could pull it off. That or like Ghost Rider or something.
Yep.
I think Keanu could pull either one of those off. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Keanu, I think, would kind of fit Wolverine a little bit. Cavill definitely would.
Henry Cavill? I can see Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
Radcliffe, maybe. Carl Urban. That's my choice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? I think there are definitely other actors who could pull off Wolverine, but yeah, you definitely made a good point where it's like,
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like it's like an executive corporate role. Like, okay, we already have Fox, we already acquired it for however much $1 billion. We're going to make the best out of it. And who else is going to go do it? Hugh Jackman, he's going to play a role for another 10, 20 years, maybe. But, like, I'm pretty sure he's happy, with the role because that's his creative art. He put his life and passion into this. And I'm forever going to respect the dude to this day and even beyond.
That is true.
So, and I know everyone else is going to do the same thing. So, like, who are you going to go do it? I'm not saying that no one else at Hollywood can't do it. But if you already made that merger, you might as well get the best out of it. So, here we go. The cards on the table. Yeah, you pick and choose. We flopped with Lion King. We're flopping with the realistic Disney adaptations with all of the movies that people grew up with in the 80s and 90s. People don't like us anymore. They think that we're greedy. Star Wars is a freaking flop. I can't even tell you that. That's probably going to be another podcast, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that'll be kind of a controversial podcast because I gotta admit, a little bit of a side tangent. A little bit of a side tangent. Okay, the sequels are not that bad. They're bad, but they're not like, oh, they killed my family type of bad. That, like, people are like way too overreactive with it because I think the Acolyte and Boba Fett are much worse. They're like much worse than that. So
Yeah.
there
Oh,
have
those
been
are
other stuff
terrible.
that's
Yeah,
there have been other stuff that's been worse, and I'd argue the prequels are just as bad, but yeah, like just grow the fuck up. It's been 10 years. Let's get a move on. So
Yeah.
come on.
I'm just saying, brother. Like, dude. Like, you know, like I know. Like, I'm not saying again. I'm not saying that Hollywood doesn't have a unique cast of characters in order to get the job done. I was seeing that. I wasn't hoping for it. I was just like, I expected that, if you would. I expected them to get a fresh cast with this MCU because the legacy with the Fox films has already been said and done. That's a chapter in itself, a successful chapter, if you would. But with this merger, it changes things. It's like, okay, we might as well get such and such who's been such a dedicated asset throughout the years. We might as well put our best foot forward. It's a business. It's a business move, bro.
That is true.
That's what it is.
We do have to get a move
It's
on.
a business move.
I actually do want to discuss something with Jake. So
Okay.
So for a while, we've been discussing this for a while, me and Jake. So I've said, like, people have been asking me, like, what's the most underrated and overrated show? I can think of an underrated show, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's like one of the best shows I've ever seen. That's like, that does not get talked about that much, but I've never really had a show that's been overrated in my opinion, because I like the popular shows like Stranger Things and Breaking Bad, they've all been great. And I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but even with the bad finale, I'm like, okay, most of the show has been good. And same with The Boys. I hated season 4, but the rest of it was good. That has all changed when Jake and I saw Friends from Mom. She wanted us to watch it, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe I'll watch it because Matthew Perry died, but over time, I gotta admit, it was not like, I didn't like it. I think, especially
You didn't understand the hype
aftermath
per
of it.
se.
Definitely did not. Definitely
No,
did not
neither
understand the
do
hype.
I. I don't get
But
it. I don't get what's
Jake,
so
you haven't
good
been
about
talking
it.
that much, so what are your thoughts?
So, okay. Some episodes were, I did like. There were episodes that got me laughing, but near the last few seasons, I noticed I had to force myself to laugh sometimes because I felt like I should. But I'm like, but it's just not all that funny though. Like near the end, there were some things that made me laugh, but for a comedy show, the whole episode should make you laugh, and I ain't get that with this show. When I was watching Seinfeld, that show was funny to me. Like
That film was goated.
I mean,
It's goated, bro.
Even
Goated.
Even some of the later seasons of Seinfeld had me laughing. I wasn't that big of a fan of the last episode, like the last one. But other than that, I really liked it. And I figured, oh, okay, well then I'll give Friends a shot. And I'm like, at first, I did think it was pretty good.
The first season is genuinely funny. I remember really liking the first season.
The first season, and I think like the first few seasons I did like, but over time I'm like, it's getting a little repetitive with like the theme of like just some of the themes between like Rachel and Ross. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done with this.
God.
Like near the end, I'm like, okay, just do it or not do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. To do or not to do, I don't care. I don't care. But by
Nice.
the end,
He just lost in the middle. He lost the will to care.
Dude, why are Ross and Rachel so hyped? They're the most toxic fucking relationship I've ever seen.
I know, they have the most
Some people
toxic
out there,
relationship.
I'll put it here. Some people out there like see themselves as like Rachel and that, and I just wonder how. Like, you see yourself as a toxic bitch sometimes?
Rachel, yeah,
No, thank
Rachel's
you.
a bitch. How the
She
fuck?
is.
Oh, okay.
How can you
Rachel
see
is
yourself in
super
someone like that?
Rachel was super hypocritical, and I noticed a lot of the things that she was upset with Ross doing. I'm like, aren't you doing the exact
Didn't
same
you do the
fucking
exact same
thing?
It was very hypocritical. Absolutely.
What's your double standard here?
It's so like Ross isn't any better either. They're both equally toxic.
And you know,
That's why they work, but they don't at the same time.
I know.
Exactly.
It's the most dysfunctional relationship ever.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile,
And I
Chandler-
thought I've had experience, but anyway.
Exactly. And meanwhile, Chandler and Monica are like the perfect couple. They're like healthy and stuff. They're always getting overshadowed by Ross and Rachel, though, by both the show and the fans, and it's ridiculous. I'm like, that's a relationship I want, is Monica and Chandler. If I ever had a Ross and Rachel relationship, I would. YouTube, this is just a joke. I would kill myself. That would just that would be bad.
Dude, if that was happening to me, I would just walk out immediately.
Joe, be
Exactly.
careful. YouTube doesn't have the comprehension skills to understand that that's a joke. So you gotta
I
be
told them
careful.
before, so I mean
They
they
should understand by now.
exactly. I warned them beforehand. I was hesitant, but I'm like, you know what? I have to say it.
Yeah, I just installed YouTube. Wait, why is my channel banned? What the hell?
I think if
This
Joe
gets like
ever,
flashbacks to that podcast episode. Oh.
yeah, I think if
It's
Joe ever
not
had a
because the
relationship,
Deadpool monologue.
yeah, I think if Joe ever had a relationship like Ross and Rachel, I think he would pull Liam Payne and just jump out his window. Goodbye,
Oh
cool world.
God, dude, that's fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
really
That's
fucked up,
so
especially
fucked.
recently. That's
Oh my
messed up.
God.
The fuck?
You had to
It's
drag
the
Liam
truth,
Payne
though.
into this.
Did they ever find out what actually happened to Liam Payne? Like why he did what he did?
I think he was drunk off his ass and he fell off his balcony.
Oh, is that really what happened?
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
he
happened.
killed
But
himself.
that's not what we're
I
talking about.
thought he killed himself too, but yeah, that's
Did he ever have addiction problems?
He's from One Direction, of course he did. But
We don't.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't. We won't obviously have to go into it. But yeah, he had
We
a
don't have to,
couple. His
yeah.
girl, his like girlfriend or whatever, confirmed it.
How
So
did we tangent into this?
I don't know. But anyways,
I don't know. Let's not.
I think the best friendship in here is Chandler and Joey. They carried the show in the first like 5 seasons.
Oh, absolutely. Those two are
Yeah.
like more of a duo than the others.
Exactly.
And then-
Wait,
and-
Tasha,
and-
you've seen Friends?
I have seen a few. I've seen a few episodes and a few clips every now and then. So, and I don't even need to see the entire thing to understand what's going
Okay.
on and who's good and who's bad. So,
So there were a few episodes I did like the one with the leather pants. I liked that.
The leather pants was fucking
I can't
hilarious,
give it
dude.
up.
That was so fun. That was genuinely funny. Most of it isn't, but that was I genuinely laughed at that. Ross and
oh my
Chandler have some of
God.
the funniest moments. I turned it into a paste. that was kind of funny.
And then the one where it's like my sandwich.
Oh
like,
God,
they
he
ate his
freaked out
sandwich
over a
out
turkey
too.
sandwich.
yeah, yep.
That was funny.
Wait, what?
Classic.
So basically, Ross got into like a divorce, and sometimes you just do weird shit when you're depressed. And he really liked how his sister Monica made like this turkey sandwich because apparently there's like a little bun in the middle of it. I think he called it like a moist maker or something. And he really liked that. Somebody kept eating his sandwich or taking a sandwich. So he made a sticky note like, this is my sandwich, but it was like in a dumb like knock joke type of thing. And then later somebody like took his sandwich, even with the note and all that, and it turns out it was his boss, and he threw it away. So, and then that got Ross to get so pissed off. He's like, you threw my sandwich away? My sandwich! Like, it was just nuts, and that actually got me laughing too. That was funny, but
I can see why.
but
Friends is pretty much white people problems in a nutshell.
no, not even white people problems. It's
Wow.
rich people problems. I think they're not even like kind of poor, like it's not like a family show like Home Improvement or just people trying to make a living like Seinfeld. It's literally just, oh, I'm in a relationship and my life sucks, even though like I have like a decent job and all that. Like it's just it's first world problems basically.
So
Exactly.
there's pretty much all the characters in a nutshell. Slut, 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 slut. All of them.
And Chandler.
All of them. Yeah, and then there's Chandler. He's like the only normal one. He's like the only normal one.
But
they're all looking to get laid. Why?
Joey and Chandler, I think, are funny
why,
together. But... like Joey on his own kind of sucks, except like his you doing that's like his only saving grace is that.
That's the only thing that a lot of people know him for, unfortunately.
Exactly. But
and then he likes sandwiches.
That and sandwiches, that's like his two personality traits.
But
I mean, well, that's kind of biased, but all right.
But I purposely left this character aside because I think she deserves her own separate segment. I hate Rachel, I do, but there's one character I hate more, and her name is Phoebe. I fucking despise that bitch.
I totally understand why.
How much I hate her.
I totally understand why.
Oh my god.
She is annoying and just a complete moron.
She's a fucking hypocrite too. Like she calls out literally everybody in the group for their problems and stuff and their mistakes. Yet she does like a lot of other dumb shit as well. So like, what are you doing? Nobody calls her out either. Like when something's supposed to be secret, like let's say I think it was Monica met Richard, who was her ex in the show, and then Chandler got
That's never a
his
thing.
permit. Like he literally said, "Hello, Ultra JTK gamer, how you doing?" He literally Monica literally told Phoebe to not tell anybody about this, and then on the plane on the way to like I think it's like Vegas or something, she literally said, "Oh yeah, how's Richard?" in front of Chandler. And I'm like,
I don't think I saw that yet, but what?
Like there's the thing that like okay. If Phoebe was handled better, or if she wasn't in the show as much as she was, which was every fucking episode, I would hate her a little less. But she got so fucking infuriating to the point where I legit could not watch the show because, like, I had to hate watch the show because she was in it. Literally every fucking moment with Phoebe is just ruined. Like, she ruins every fucking scene she makes Joffrey look like I hate Joffrey and I hate Ramsay, but they're written to be hated. They're written to be like that. Phoebe, apparently you're supposed to relate to her and like her. I despise her more than any fucking character I've ever seen in a show.
If someone was the same as her, I would genuinely question my, like, friendship choices. If someone was like that.
Yeah, sorry, I've been having mic problems recently, JTK gamer, so yeah.
It sounds fine on this end, it's probably just the YouTube's end.
It is on YouTube, I'm trying to fix that, but I don't know how. Like, I'm trying to get, like, a new microphone.
Filters, OBS, you know the rest.
Yeah, OBS kind of sucks, but, anyways, where was I? Yeah, Phoebe's bad. I fucking hate her.
You were ranting about her, and I don't blame you, asshole.
I despise her so much, bro. Like, I legit would rather watch.
I've seen enough episodes
Rachel
to hate her.
a lot more than Phoebe. I legit would like rather hang out with Rachel than Phoebe.
I can't stand Rachel, but if I had someone like Phoebe, once again, I'd question my choices of life.
I feel like if I had a friend like Phoebe, I would either try to kill them or just completely like leave them.
I'd just ghost them. That's what I would do.
And YouTube, I forgot to mention that's just a joke. I would not actually do that. But
you're pushing your limits, Joe.
You're really pushing it, bro.
Now he's gonna
You're like having double eyes on you now.
Exactly.
They're already having eyes on me for the Liam Payne joke before.
Yeah, no, that's true.
now you have YouTube's eyes and the FBI's eyes. You better watch yourself.
Yeah.
What's next? The fucking government's on your eyes next time?
The FBI is a government.
I mean, yeah, FBI is part of the government. That's true, but
I'm not here, but sure.
Trump, just in case I say something bad, just know I'm one of your voters. So I'm just getting that out there.
You're being open about that?
Yeah,
we really have to
fine
go
with
there.
it. I'm fine with it. He's in office. I don't care. I can say whatever I want. So
okay.
But anyways, yeah, I think that yeah, dude, Friends is so overrated. I gotta admit, she like it's not terrible, but I definitely would not watch it again. I think that
if I had a choice to watch anything else and that, I'd pick anything else. And I'm very picky when it comes to watching things.
Exactly. Like I love Home Improvement. I love The Office, and I love
Home
Seinfeld.
Improvement is the GOAT.
Home Improvement's really good. I really like
Home
Home
Improvement
Improvement.
is so
I'm
good.
gonna try and stay as far away from Friends as I can. So.
Am I the only one that doesn't like Home Improvement?
Really?
I don't know what it
You
is.
don't like Home Improvement?
No,
I don't know what it
I was
is,
never really
so.
into it.
All right,
Man,
well,
Home Improvement. What?
let me just get this shit out of here.
Let's
So-
not
Yeah,
start a
we're
mini
gonna
war,
with the
please.
podcast.
Let's not start a mini war. I'd love that.
Come on. You got
Hey, look, it's us.
Yeah, hi. But
Oh,
so
there.
Yo.
yeah, it's we're about to end it now, so let me just get this out of here.
All right, I'm
Hold on,
gonna
machine
get going.
question.
Night, everybody.
See you, Stefan.
Alexa.
Yeah.
So,
He's gone.
oh shit, he's gone. But
He dipped.
anyways, that's all the time we got. Thank you guys so much for watching. It got chaotic at the end. I'm quite well aware of that, but yeah,
That's what makes it fun.
yeah, that's true. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was great coming back to this. Yes, I gotta fix my microphone. I know that. I gotta I gotta get working on that. As far as other
Nope.
stuff goes, I'm really fucking hoping the series is gonna continue tomorrow. Considering the fuck up that we had in the Grand Prix today, I
We're
don't
letting
know.
people know about that.
Yeah, because I mean, people saw it, so.
I guess they did.
Considering the Wi-Fi got screwed up on my end with the Grand Prix, we're gonna have to move it to Valentine's Day. So
Oh boy, Mario Party
Yeah.
chaos on Valentine's. No one's getting love there.
exactly. You think you're gonna get love on Valentine's Day? No, you're gonna get your star stolen, and friends will hate
Not
you.
on my watch. You're not taking anything from me.
There is no love in Mario Party. Steals all your stars.
But yeah, I don't know if the series is gonna
Love's
happen
not a
tomorrow or
factor.
not.
Steal
If-
my entire inventory. Anyway,
I don't know if
Continue.
the series is gonna happen tomorrow or not. I'm gonna try my hardest to get episode 2 out because it's been a very long time since we did one, because we did one on the 19th and I couldn't do it on the 26th because I got sick. So hopefully it'll happen. Oh hey Cam and Joey, I know you guys.
hi you two.
But it shows face reveal. Bitch, I already did a face reveal years ago, months ago. But,
Months ago.
But yeah, I'm not gonna make any promises. We will do a test run of Mario Party before we start and see if my fucking Wi-Fi can last longer than a mini game. And we'll just see what happens. If it does happen, it'll happen at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. It's just like my Wi-Fi is garbage, and I'm gonna try and get that fixed. But yeah, that's basically about it. And don't really don't expect Jake to show up on the channel unless it's like he wants to play Mario Kart Party.
Or if I
And
have
if he
time.
wants, yeah, if he has time, because he's got a lot of like he's more busy than I am, so
He's got a lot of
he
stuff.
definitely has a lot of stuff. So he's gonna probably just stick to the podcast only. So yeah, for those who come here for Jake, which I'm assuming is not much. I'm kidding.
Wow,
What
throwing
did you
shade
say?
so casually.
No, if you guys want to see more
That's
Jake, just check out
crazy.
the podcast more, and hopefully he'll show up in more streams in the future. But yeah, that's kind
After
of
that
about it.
comment, show Jake some love. That was brutal. I wouldn't let that go past.
Nah, we support Jake. He's great. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
more of him in the coming future. So, he might appear in the series too. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Mario Party series. Hopefully. But yeah, thank you again, guys, and thank
Ready to
you,
see us.
Jacob and Tasha and Jake, of course, and Stefan for all joining. See you guys later.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
bye.
people.
Goodbye.
Later, peoples.
Don't
Take
commit
care.
crimes.